Okay, so something that's important that you need to know is that bleaching powder is quite destructive to the integrity of your hair. I haven't used bleaching powder in a long while, and what I normally use was a pigmented bleaching powder, and I found that so I would get a bleaching powder that had a pigment like a red pigment, the different ranges of red, and I used it, and I always found that it denatured my hair. It made your hair frizzy, almost straight, dry, and it will take a while for your hair to kind of gain back its elasticity and things like that. And so what I started doing was, when I needed to do that, I would use the pigmented bleaching powder when my roots were really dark, and it was a fast way of just lifting them quickly and then washing it out. But because of how harsh it is on your hair, I would mix mine with my oils and things like that. It helped a bit because it sort of protected your hair from the harshness of the product. So when I bought this highlighting kit, I thought it was very much like my highlighting kit for red. And the highlighting kit that I used to get this red is just a tube of cream, and you mix it with peroxide, and it lifts dark. It lifts your dark roots. So my advice to you is always look for a color that works on dark hair, and it should say lifts dark roots, or for dark hair or black, and it will show you if your hair is jet black, it might become like a burgundy-ish kind of. It will lift it to a certain level, okay? And those are much better. But somehow I felt I just needed something similar to what I used to use before, and I just assumed the highlighting kit would come as a cream and a peroxide. But this kit had bleaching powder and the cream peroxide. I used this simply because I was in the throes of doing my hair. There's no way I was going to go to the store and now look for, and it was the closest thing I could find to what I used to use before, because what I used before was supplied by somebody else, and as I may have mentioned many times, is that he turned into this ogre, and I was not going to, support his business if he was going to treat me so badly. So, and I think it was a good idea too, because I really don't think those bleaching powders are worth your while. Anyway, I mean, if you do that, let a professional do it, and you really need to care for your hair. So of course I was very upset when I did. I found it was that, and I used it anyway, and I figured, you know what? And what I didn't do this time was I just mixed it with an oil. And normally I just plaster it, fill it with a cream, and strengthening creams and masks and all that kind of stuff. But I just wanted it with no additives, just what they had, lift my hair, and that's what I did. Now what I wanted to show you, you probably can't see it, but the front of my hair is a bit of, oh well, you know what, I worked so hard on it. I put a lot of castor oil, I put all my keratin products in it, so the front was a place that got a bit frizzy, and when it dries, I'll probably come back when it dries to show you what I mean. But I used Jamaican black castor because it's very thick, and I feel when you use something thick, for me, it helps the curls to reform. So I have a lot of stuff in my hair. I have I'll show you what I have. But I think what is helping me the most to lay down any frizz caused by the the bleaching powder. I just used this. I bought this in Ghana. And I bought it because I just saw olive oil, extra virgin oil, argan oil. I think I saw more of the olive oil. I love argan oil. And it says it is a foam designer wrap lotion. I didn't see that. My thing was, if olive oil is in here or an oil is in here, I'm trying it. So I found out that it took out the frizz. So let me see if you might. So even in the middle of my hair, there's more frizz because that's a part of the hair where the heat was the most, and would make would be the lightest part, and the bleach will really have a go at it. I don't think you can see anything, but I have plastered my hair with all of the products in my arsenal, and I've been conditioning my hair overnight and bagging it since I colored it. But that is something that you will find with the bleaching powders. They will just change the texture of your hair, and I feel like I've worked so hard to get to this point. I was really upset that I even, I miss Madam Impulsive sometimes when I come to color my hair. I wake up in the morning and I decide I'm coloring my hair, and I do it. And it's not like any preparation. I'm here, I have everything, my stock, and I do it. So I had this bleaching powder. I want to try it. I also wanted to try it out just for the sake of you guys, those of you who color your hair, to see, I'm always doing red. I figured let me use that, and then somebody who wants to dye their hair blonde will do that. Has an idea of what that brand of hair dye does, or not necessarily the brand, but the highlighting kit, what it consists of, and how that works on your hair. So I am experimental, so I was willing to take that chance, but I just assumed because it said highlighting kit, and the red color I use on my hair now is a highlighting red, so I figured it was going to come out the same way. Of course, I didn't read the box. I just grabbed the box. I just look. That's me. There are times I just go in, I see something like I buy it. So I went in, bought it. It said highlighting kit. I guess the color was what I was looking for, and I took it. I didn't read enough to see that there was a bleaching powder in there composed of two. I probably would have just put it down. But I'm glad I tried it. It is something, if I really, really, really don't have an option to lift my roots properly, I will probably buy it. I think I'll come back when my hair is a little drier. But I feel that I have just, I really went at my hair today. I was like, you know what? That little bit of destructuring of my hair is not going to happen. I'm not going to I'm going to do everything I can. So I've added so many things. All my keratin sprays are in here. All my curl defining creams that I got in Ghana in my hair. My vitamin E oil is in my hair. Black castor oil is in my hair. And my thing is, it sounds like a lot of products, but with this climate, it's going to be dry, and I won't even know what I put in my hair. So it's fine. I use the kid strengthening cable thing, which I'm realizing does strip my color, but that always gives bounce to my hair, so I have to get around that. So I used that. I used the cream of ninja argan oil, the curling pudding that I did. I have recorded an application of that. I'm not sure if I uploaded it. I use that. So I have a lot of curl defining creams in my hair, oils, and then I had the texturizing gel that I bought in Ghana in there as well. So I think my hair is like, you know what, we better curl, else she's gonna keep adding until we are drowning. So, and I think that's the point, is to drown those curls, make them be so moisturized they can't even become straight or dry. So, and I think this has been great. This is the last thing I added to it, and I put this in the middle. It says conditions and detangles, fast drying and non-flaking, adds shine, silky smooth edge control. Okay, so I just bought it because I saw extra virgin oil, and I realized it's a foam, and I thought new, different, let me try it. And then later on I realized it's a wrap lotion. For wrap lotion, doesn't matter. Wrap lotion is supposed to straighten out and smooth things. Although I want the curls, I think for me it was like, okay, it's going to smoothen out the frizz. That's just me. So I'm glad it works. I like it. I'm happy with it. It's by Neck Sheen. And I think it's made it's M3 Cosmetic Labs. Oh, South African. Oh, right around the corner. Hopefully it will come to Botswana. I need to look for their products. So I just came to give you that little tidbit that bleaching powder, stay away from it. If you don't have to use it, I would pack it with oils and damage control stuff when you're mixing it in your mixture. That's what I do, and just stay away from it. I find that that was why my hair never seemed it never got curls, because constant use of that, you're denaturing your hair. And if you don't know how to use it, or the pre and post care that you need to do when you use those bleaching powders, is so essential. And if you don't know that, and then you need to know what kind of pre and post care process you need to use, and what the kind of products you need to use. I use a lot of protein treatments, a lot of keratin with the same anything that says amino acids, amino whatever, keratin, protein, any name that means protein, I'm buying it. Okay. I like nowadays they're making the creamier sprays. I prefer those. The liquidy ones never work for me. So a lot of that is coming out with the Schwarzkopf and Indola and Nova products. So I just grab all those things. Anything that says filler, I'm buying. Nutri filler, Nutri colorful, Nutri fillers, protein fillers, fantastic. Get that. The Afro-G works as well, but the Nutri filler, if you're going to color your hair and it be even, that's what you need. I've run out of it, and we don't have it in this country, and even ordering it online and coming here, it's not even worth bringing it. It's not even worth it. I end up paying, the shipping and handling is costs more than the product itself. So when I ever get a chance with the States, I will buy it. If somebody will offers to buy me something, that's what I will ask them. But I wanted you to come and see some parts of my hair a little denatured. When I say denatured, they're not curly as the other part because of the bleaching powder. It's really harsh. It just, I don't know, it just knocks your strands out. So hopefully towards the end of the day, I'll come back and show you my hair. What I normally do is the first week after I color my hair, no matter what, I am bagging my hair, I am drenching it, I go berserk with my hair, because I think my hair has been through a lot. I need to get it back to where it was. I need to keep it moisturized and packed with anything that is going to let it retain its curls, and that's basically what I came to tell you. So it's taken me a while to learn about my hair and to learn about the color processing, and I've been coloring my hair since '97, and color was not as sophisticated as it is now. The pigments are even the range of pigments now has just expanded, because I think now the use of oxides, iron oxide pigments, is fantastic, because now that means more reds. The color industry has just exploded as far as I'm concerned, and then the color as in pigments, as in whether it's a paint or whatever, has really expanded. And then I think the color hair dye industry also has revolutionized their processes and stuff like that. They do, all kinds of processes are taking place. Also, all sorts of ingredients, all sorts of people talking about, let's say, don't quote me, like ionic dyes, ionic process, so it's not as harmful. They're really trying to improve that part of the industry. So colors change, and finding that the colors, especially Schwarzkopf and Goldwell, when you put color in your hair, when you're dyeing your hair, the way your hair just curls up, you would love to just leave that color in your hair. It's like an extreme conditioning, restructuring product. The product, really, you find that your hair looks and feels best with the color in it. With the actual what do you call it? Color, whatever, the mixture. The mixture in your hair just revitalizes your hair, and when you wash it out, your hair feels great. Normally, the hair colors, you wash your hair out and you feel like your hair is like Brillo pad. it's dry, and for weeks you can't get it back. It's lost its moisture. It can't even retain it. It can't even absorb it. Your hair, there's lost its elasticity. Oh my gosh. Color has come a long way. I'm so happy because I am coloring my hair forever, and I'm coloring my hair red because I love red. It's not my favorite color, but it's my favorite. I don't know. Maybe internally, subconsciously, it is my favorite color because my mother says since I was a baby or kid, anything red that passed me, I wanted it or I liked it or gravitated to it. So she bought me a lot of red clothing, and I always be like, why is she buying me so much red? Little did I know that I would grow up and start coloring my hair red. And whenever I do red things, people do compliment me. So there must be something spiritual about it that I am not yet aware of. But color my hair, the process, especially coloring red, is very uplifting for me. I look forward to that. I feel so good when I do that. It's like a new day, a new week. It just, how some people feel about Mondays. That's what happens when I color my hair. It's like, okay, fresh start, fun. I mean, I guess some people want a beer. I want to color my hair red. So anyway, this is a short little snippet here for you guys, just to be careful when you're bleaching your hair or using bleach or coloring your hair. You also need to find, when you see people whose hair is colored very well and the hair looks healthy, always ask them where they do their hair or who colors their hair for them. That's where you go. That's a start. That's how, whenever I've been abroad or in a place for a long time and I see somebody's hair that's nice, even when I used to when I briefly relaxed my hair, anybody I saw whose hair looked great, shiny, I would ask, where do you color, take the number. That's how you start. Always look at people's hair. If you like it, it looks healthy, it looks shiny, the color is even, it's well done. Ask them who does their hair. If they do their hair themselves, ask them if they do your hair. And if they don't, go to find the next person. But that's what I did wherever I was in the world. If I was looking for a hairstylist or a colorist or where I could get products, I always found somebody's hair looked good, and they'll tell you where they bought their products or who does their hair or what they do to get their hair that way, But just be careful. Just hair color 101. They always tell you, let a professional do with it. I worked with a hairstylist for many years before he left, so we experimented on my hair together. I was like his guinea pig because I allowed him. I was like, I would always come and ask questions, and he was also reading up on all color and things like that. So that's where I got the confidence to do my own hair when he left. I was like distraught when he was leaving because I was like, oh my God, I'm not going to color my hair, because I know I've had my hair colored different places in the world, and horrendous. So he was the only person, because he's very chemistry oriented and very into product development and formulation. So I trusted him wholeheartedly, and he was a trainer after a while. Here in Botswana, he was in the technical college. They had him as the head of the coloring and all that hair stuff. So that tells you how well versed he was in the industry and in his craft. So I learned from him. We learned together, because color wasn't really his thing. He was just a great hairstylist. And hair, he even formulated his own hair conditioner when he worked in a hair salon. And that's what everybody wanted to come to the hair salon for, was to have that deep conditioning, steaming, because of him, things like that. So we are kind of the same, like-minded. I would sit in his chair, ask questions, want to know what the products are in, what he's doing, and he would be experimenting with me. Sometimes he would say, look, I've got some color, I've got a new technique, let's try it out. I mean, there were so many things. I had blue and blonde and things. We did all kinds of things with my hair. I mean, every time I came back from his chair, my parents didn't know what to expect. But eventually, I'm sitting in that chair, but I'm learning everything I need to know about color. And he's been the best, and this is where I am today, doing my own. I've been doing my own color myself probably since since 2000 and maybe latest 2004, I think, but maybe 2001. So I've been coloring my hair myself since for at least 16 years myself, and I've been coloring my hair since 97. So that's another 20 to 30 something years. Yeah. So I just came because I felt, I felt like I took 2 steps backwards by using that bleach. I've come such a long way to get my hair this way. And the key is the right products for your hair. I don't care what it is, the color products, the pre-shampoo, the conditioner, the cream. You have to experiment until you find what works for you and you use it. But you don't stop there. You continue to look for more. Because for me, I find that, you find a product, you love it, they discontinue it, it's not sold here anymore. You're at a loss. So you need to have an arsenal, a whole. If you're in a country like mine, you need to have backup plans. You need to, else you're just not going to manage, because you'll go to the same store and the next day and the product is not there and it's not going to be there forever. So just invest in your hair. It's an investment. And whether you're using products in the house, your oil, your cooking oils and stuff like that, is still an investment. Invest in your hair. Invest in time in your hair. I don't know what this was. My hair is still wet and I don't want any, because I know one product was stripping my red, so I don't want it to get on my clothes. So that's why this is on. When it dries, the bottom dries. And I leave my products to dry. Some people squeeze everything out. No, I let it dry naturally. Let that sun soak up everything. And yeah, I'm trying to see if it's getting dry and you people to see the dry bits, but I think I really did a good job that you can't even see what I was seeing this morning. Anyway, have a nice day. And quick. Some years ago, I'm not sure what YouTuber that was, but she talked about how you moisturize your hair in the day, and if as the day goes along, if it gets drier or it starts drying out, you reapply. And I thought, great idea. But I don't think, and it was more water, spraying your hair, wetting it and stuff like that. But I don't think that was the only thing she meant. But water was the main thing. Hydrate it, spray it, revitalize your curls. So today what I've been doing is, I just noticed that as my hair is drying, I'm seeing little dry bits where the bleach, sort of denatured. I'm reapplying products. And I'm finding that it's making a difference. It's sort of hydrating, it's keeping it hydrated. So I'm going to continue doing that all day. As my hair gets dry, I just freshen it up a bit. And I'm doing this as a part of like reconditioning my hair for it to get back to what it was before. I keep forgetting to come back and show you where the dry bits start showing. But you can't see because I just wet it. But that's what I'm going to keep doing. And then you'll see how my hair, that it does help. So with me, when I color my hair is going to be deep conditioned for the entire week. Yeah, it's bad, it's it's just deep conditioned. If I can keep my hand at a cap, I do during the day if I can. But I keep my hair as conditioned as possible. But you don't want your hair to become too dependent on moisture, so that when there's no moisture, it is like a Brillo pad. So you have to be careful about that. So that's another tip for keeping your hair conditioned. Do deep treatments when you color your hair, especially when you bleach it, or it's lifted, highlighted, I guess. Condition it regularly. That week, do whatever you can. Steam it, bag it, go to the hairstylist and have them do some treatment. Do a lot of treatments, Treatment overload might be okay. Lying down, as you can see. As it's drying, lying down. So I think this is a great method. And it's not wet. It's just almost dry. So I'm going to keep doing that for the rest of the day because these products are not really heavy and they're meant for curls, so very nice. Yeah, so turning out well. Moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. So this is it.